You gotta know, there's eyes on you at all times. Be the prototype for the people around you. Set the example on how to succeed and be great, because that's the only way you're gonna become the big cat.
Talk.
What it do, sun seeds? Big cats. Much love, benevolence. I hope everyone's having a beautiful Sunday today. I want to make a somewhat of a controversial video. May sound outlandish, off the wall, what I'm about to say in this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get a conversation going. Share this with your mom, your dad. Let them know how crazy Sunseed is. Let them know how wild, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the system that's been put in place to keep us docile. I speak about it a lot on my other social media. I want to talk about this matrix and how everything is set up to keep us codependent, to keep us reliant on a father figure, i.e. the, I guess you can say the government, the higher ups, the elites. As we all know, we've been in the system for a while now. We went from having free range, being able to plant our own crops, grow our own crops, and handle our own livestock and feed ourselves and tend to ourselves and whatnot, you know what I mean? At a point in time, things were all done independently within a group of people, a tribe, if you will. But now, since colonization and the industrialization of the world, everything around us, concrete slabs disconnecting us from the almighty Mother Earth Gaia, since this happened, there's been a major disconnect from humanity and their own sovereignty and independence. We go to doctors to tell us what's wrong with our bodies, when in reality we live in our bodies 24/7. Those doctors do not live with us. They do not feel what we feel. So in our reality, why should we let a third party come in between how we feel about our bodies? It's because we've become dependent on their education, on their information, when in reality we know, and the Most High God knows more than any doctor could ever know about our own nutrition, our own health, and what we need to do to get healthy and sustain healthiness. It's the same as with therapy. Why should we go to anyone else to tell us about how we're feeling or our thoughts or the nature of our thoughts? It's all connected within codependency. Because once you need someone else to tell you how your life is, that's when you believe that that person is above you or higher than you, and you go to that person for any and every type of comfort or stability, when in reality we need to be learning how to cultivate that own comfort, growth, and maturation from within our own powers, between us and the Most High God, not a third party. They took our independence away when they taught us that you needed a specialist or a professional to diagnose you with something that you should already know. Introspection is the key to health and the redirection of your thoughts, your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. If you're incapable of looking inside, if you're incapable of analyzing your own patterns and habits, then changing them, then you'll forever be dependent on a third party in order to prescribe you medicines, in order to lead you in the right direction, they've taken all ability from humans to be able to lead themselves so that they can lead you into an artificial reality. You take whatever your therapist or doctor says is gospel, when in reality, they're just trying to get a buck out of you. When in reality, the same service they're providing you is something you can do for yourself for free. Twice more effective, because how are they gonna know you more than you? Even throughout all the stories, all the examples you give them of your life, they can only make a small diagnosis from that. They do not know every detail. They do not know every feeling that you went through. They do not know every perspective of the story. They just know what you tell them. And 9 times out of 10, you cannot give them the whole gist of exactly what you've gone through, what you're going through, and what you're feeling at that moment. You can only give them a sliver. So it's important that we learn to acknowledge how toxic, how dependent they want us to be on this system, because it's hindering a lot of human beings from being able to grow, being able to be leaders of their own. We're stopping ourselves from becoming the people we need to be to save ourselves. And we're entrusting people who have no good intentions for us to heal us. People who are just going to prescribe us some psychoactive medicine that makes us loopy, that makes us docile, that makes us not want to cultivate any type of awareness to a system that's really dangerous to not only us, but our children as well. When you trust people you really don't know, that's when you can be manipulated into doing whatever they want you to do. That's when you can be changed into something that you don't want to be, but something that they want you to be. Their goal is to keep us docile. The goal is to keep us in a beta brainwave so that we do not revolt, so that we do not question the authority. When in reality, we were born to be governed by our own inner knowings, our own morality, along with the Most High, the almighty divine frequencies that be. The earth will teach you how to live. Other animals will teach you how to live. You don't see animals going to therapists. Yeah, you do in rich communities, because your pet is a reflection of your psyche. There's a lot of people who won't admit that they're crazy, but they'll go pay someone $1,000 a session to tell them that they're crazy. When you could just admit it to yourself for free and take the steps necessary to alleviate or break those chains, reconstruct those cycles. We are our own biggest oppressors, and it's been designed that way for a reason. We oppress ourselves. The system made it to where we oppress ourselves, and it was all done by psychology. Individuals that studied the human brain and knew how to take advantage of all the kinks of the human brain. You're more independent than you'll ever know in your life. You're more intelligent than you'll ever know. They feed you the disease in order to sell you the cure. They feed the disease to you with social media, with mainstream media, with celebrities. They tell you go drink. They tell you go smoke. They tell you to push things under the rug that cause you mental instability and strain within your psyche. They tell you to ignore conflicting beliefs and perspectives. They tell you to suppress your emotions. They tell you not to analyze certain things. They feed you the reality of toxicity in order for them to look like the heroes when they heal you. When in reality, by birth, by default, our infinite intelligence is linked to the cosmos. We know how to be healthy. We know how to be happy. But we have been conditioned to a system that tells you to depend on substances in order to be happy or relaxed. They tell you to drink a beer after a long day, after a hard day, instead of breathe. They don't teach breath exercises. They tell you to smoke a cigarette and drink a beer. They don't teach you fitness. They don't teach you spirituality. Instead, they tell you to get plastic surgery. go to a doctor and get prescribed medicine in order to handle those cravings. They don't tell you that the sun provides vitamin D and it suppresses your appetite. It'll neutralize your appetite, but instead they'll tell you to take this pill, take this dietary supplement. They have you dependent on unnatural things in order to keep you a slave to their system, in order to keep you codependent to their system, so that they can continue to rule, so they can continue to be sovereign over your heart, mind, body, and soul, when you and the Most High God should be the only ones controlling your Most High soul. But they know that we put our faith in materialism. So if they can show you something that's beneficial, if they can show you something that looks, you know what I mean, and put a couple of people endorsing it behind them, oh, I'm a millionaire, this works, then they know you're going to believe it. That's all I really wanted to get on here and say, family. Be independent. No one should know you better than you, and no one does know you better than you. Even those therapists, those doctors, those clinics, they don't know you better than you know yourself. You know when you're sick, you know when you have a problem. The ego will separate the two. We're so far from our ego and our intuition that we have to go to someone else to tell us what's right and wrong. That's bad. That's a problem. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Much love, Sun Seeds. This is, you already know what it is. This is the nation. This is the nation. The Big Cat Nation. I hope everyone's having a benevolent, loving weekend. Stay protected. Stay sovereign. Stay vibrant. Much love. Comment, share, like, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep growing. Let's keep doing the damn thing. Much love. Big Cat out.